welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really appreciate the support. If you're new, please do subscribe. If you're coming back, thank you so much for supporting me. Let's get into this video. So this video, guys, I filmed this a while back, but I just thought I should share it with you anyway. This is my pre-poo routine and basically what I do every time I'm supposed to wash my hair. Now, I have been suffering with a lot of things, guys. Like, my hair has been just giving me issues, and one of them is dandruff. So I started using onion juice to treat two main issues that I have with my hair. The first issue is dandruff. As you can see, I have enough to go around. And the second main issue actually was hair loss and thinning and bald patches. Now, if you want a really thorough video on the science of onion juice and natural hair, I recommend watching Green Beauty. She has a lot of videos on the science of natural hair and different things, different natural remedies to use, and she really breaks it down thoroughly. All the information in this video I got from Green Beauty channel. So as I said, guys, onion juice is good for thinning hair and for thin hair. So that's what I'm using it for. As you can see, guys, my hair is thinning out. I mean, that just looks like the Red Sea was parted right there. And I like to focus it on my scalp because onion juice has antibacterial properties. So basically, it cleans your scalp thoroughly of any fungus, any bacteria that causes dandruff. Because if your scalp is clogged, the hair follicles will struggle to push through properly. So it's important to ensure your scalp is really clean. The second thing that onion juice is really good for is that it encourages your hair to grow thicker and fuller, and I'm really hoping that it will do the same thing for me. As you can see, I'm focusing it on all my problem areas, and the enzymes in onion juice are really good because they encourage blood circulation. Now, if you know anything about the science of natural hair, you know that blood circulation to the scalp is very important. I don't know if you guys have heard of the inversion method, but that's another way to get blood circulation to your scalp to promote hair growth. Onion juice also has anti-inflammatory agents, and it also has an enzyme that cures premature graying. So I plan on using this forever so that I never go gray. But basically, I then like to take time to massage my hair because, again, massaging really encourages blood circulation to the scalp, and blood circulation really promotes hair growth. So the next step in my pre-poo treatment, this is actually the pre-poo treatment. So pre-poo is basically moisturizing your hair before you wash your hair. Now, why do we pre-poo? Guys, pre-pooing is very important. People pre-poo with conditioner or oil. Most natural hair people use an oil. So basically, I like to say the biggest enemy of a natural hair girl is dryness. Guys, our hair is so prone to dryness, and that's one of the reasons why we don't see length retention, is because our hair is so dry, and our ends especially are the most weakest parts of our hair. So our ends typically tend to dry out and fall off, hence why we don't see length retention. Now, when we shampoo our hair, we are actually increasing the harshness of this. So shampoo really strips your hair of all the moistures, all its natural oils, and it leaves it dry. So when we pre-poo with an oil, you are basically coating your strands, and you are trying to mitigate the effects of shampooing. So when you coat your strands, your hair won't be left as stripped as it would be if you just shampoo your hair normally. Another thing that I also like to do is I don't put shampoo on my hair strands. I only put shampoo on my scalp, and then the residue is what washes my hair strands. So I take all the precautions not to get my strands, I just really like to protect my strands as much as possible. So now the second reason why we actually pre-poo, I'm gonna try to explain this one properly, but basically every time our hair gets wet, water enters into our hair follicles and our hair strands expand. And then when the water gets out, our hair follicles restrict. So this process of the hair expanding and restricting is actually quite traumatic on our hair follicles. It can leave our hair follicles damaged, and that's what also leads to breakage. So what you're doing when you pre-poo is that protective barrier of oil mitigates the effects of water entering your hair and your hair follicles expanding, restricting, and just the effects of that, because that's a very traumatic process on our hair strands. So obviously we know water and oil don't mix. We know oil is always like a barrier for water. So it really just minimizes the effects and the rate at which water enters into our hair follicles, and that whole effect. As I said, Green Beauty has very, very informative videos. I'm just here giving you guys a summary and just letting you know why I do these things to my hair. So another thing is I really take time to just focus on the ends of my hair. Like I said, the ends of our hair are the most vulnerable parts, and I also use this time to just detangle. We really have to be very gentle with our hair. If you're going to be doing this, I was having a fad conversation. I was having a really interesting conversation, so I really was relaxed and I could take my time, and that's really important when you're dealing with your hair. If you're in a rush, you're probably going to end up breaking your hair, and it's just not a good idea. So I recommend doing this when you have time, which is why natural hair takes a lot of time and energy. Basically, guys, that's basically what I do. And after that, I like to leave my treatments in for a night. So I typically will cover my hair and go to bed with this. You really don't have to leave it in for a night. You could leave it in for a couple of hours and then just wash your hair out. So guys, if you found this video informative or helpful in any way, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe. I would appreciate it if you could also share it with people, and let's get the discussion going, guys. Do you have any tips that you do during your wash day? Let's give each other tips and let's help each other along our natural hair journey. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.